Y'all want to get into it? All right, let's get into it. There's a couple things going on with Chud the Builder. So Chud the Builder got some issues with his case. The state of Tennessee talk about his intent and why his self-defense claim cannot be used. So y'all know Chud looking to do this self-defense thing to say I was in fear of my life. But all the details in this thing is saying otherwise. There's a guy by the name of Alex Rogan. Is that his name? Alex Rosen. Alex Rosen is a guy who does these like predator catches. We're going to talk about him too because he's coming to his defense. This is just it's a disgusting thing, man. Here we go. It says, in court, it has been pointed out what his intent is based on what he has said verbally and posted on his X account that he will shoot and kill a black person if they are triggered by his racial slurs. That is premeditated, sir. So let's check this out.
The Builder case, aka Dalton Etherly, who is charged with attempted murder after confronting a black man in front of a Tennessee courthouse. The state of Tennessee now says Dalton Etherly had no business being at the courthouse that day. They say he had a hearing earlier that day around 9 a.m., but Etherly didn't show up and a default judgment was placed against him. Etherly then showed up some 4 hours later, just moments before the shooting that took place around 1:15 p.m. And now listen to the state of Tennessee themselves on exactly what happened that day.
Immediately walks right in front of Mr. and Mrs. Fox, and now we don't have audio yet of it, but he stops right at Mr. and Mrs. Fox and what can only be assumed is starts his live streaming.
So that part is very interesting because think about it. He stopped in front of Mr. and Mrs. Fox, a black man at that, stops in front of him, and that's where he starts his live stream. So, you pick out these moments, places to start your live stream by antagonizing people that you find, and they just so happen to be black, right? Okay, all right, let's continue.
Right there, the same thing he does, approaches the first black people he can see.
And if you're unfamiliar with this case, this is what he's talking about.
Come on over here and chimp out. Look at this, you're chimping out. They chimp out shut up. Come on, come do something.
That happens for maybe a minute right there. Mr. Etherly walks away. Selfie stick in his right hand. He's still looking back at Mr. Fox over here. Mr. Fox is looking at...
Important details here. So he walks away. He has the selfie stick with the camera on it in one hand, and in the other hand is on his waist. Now, this seems to me to be before any type of threat is perceived. This is his gesturing to say, I got a gun, so watch what you say or don't say anything at all or whatever. Like we've seen him do before. This is nothing new. And this is why these old videos will continue to haunt him, because we've seen this before.
Mr. Fox does get up and approach Mr. Etherly. Mr. Fox is seen in the video making gestures to Mr. Etherly.
So he's saying making gestures like this. That to me, that seems like, yo, get the fuck on, like go get the fuck out of here.
Mr. Etherly switches his selfie stick to the left hand. He puts his right hand in his suit pocket. This is prior to any physical interaction. Mr. Fox walks away from him.
Okay, so there you go. So I was ahead of myself on that one. So he switches his hand, switches the camera, and then the other hand goes on his waist. To me, that literally just said, anybody you talking to, even if y'all get into an argument or whatever the case may be, if that guy switches his hand to hold the camera somewhere else, and then the other hand, he puts it on his waist, y'all not stupid. Y'all know what the he trying to say. What you trying to say? At that point, that's a gesture to show him that you holding something, right? And this is before any type of physical confrontation. So at that point, this guy could actually respond with his own weapon, right? If imagine he then said, okay, that's what you doing. Now my hand on my waist. Now we got a whole shootout potentially, right? Who would be in the wrong at that point, right? Because you can literally say they both fear for their life, whatever. Like, I mean, this is why this whole thing is so stupid. And Chud about to get cooked on this shit. But let's continue.
He comes back. Mr. Etherly is trying to reach something out of his pocket. Just common sense says it's the firearm because he has the selfie stick in his left hand. And then Mr. Fox strikes him. As the gun comes out, 7 shots are fired.
So again, you can't claim self-defense if there was no physical altercation before that and all you was doing was threatening by putting your hand on your waist. If you put your hand on your waist on that gun, that is a threat. So if that man approaches you, it don't matter if he walked up to you. He probably was in fear of his life, which is why he walked up to you trying to disarm you. Like, come on, man. This was so dumb from the fucking beginning.
Within seconds, 5 of them, I believe, struck Mr. Fox as they went to the ground fighting.
Now, listen carefully to what the state says, how self-defense doesn't apply.
Damn.
Like I said at the prelim, some of these are going to be splitting hairs, some of this law about self-defense, the proportionality of a punch compared to using deadly force, whether there was provocation that negates a self-defense claim, all those things happen later.
And then the state brings up what we've all known for a while, Chud the Builder's intent.
He has posted things on X, made other videos on X on what his intent is.
I'm about to blow his brains out. He pulls back around here, I'm about to blow his brains out.
Yeah.
You big dummy.
This is not gonna go well for you, dog. They got so much video they can go back to. Remember when you said this? I remember we said that. Let's go back to this one. They got so much, dog.
For instance, on May 4th of this year on X, he posted, "Keep encouraging your fellow blacks to assault me. When you see a chimp with their brains blown out on the timeline, just know y'all did this to your own people."
There go Twitter fucking you up again. There go Twitter sealing your fate because you wanted to be this guy on Twitter, man. The views and everything you got on it, was it worth it? Those great months you had on that streaming platform, how does that shit work now?
Oh my God.
You had such a good time streaming on platforms, getting people to gift whatever the they was gifting to you. You had such a great time. How's that working out? Huh? How's that going? How is that going? Like, is that going? Oh, wait. Are we in a courtroom? Are you in a jumpsuit? Oh my gosh, man. You're trying to tell me none of that streaming paid off? None of that free speech shit paid off? Fighting for free speech and losing your freedom at the same time is so fucking ironic, man. The irony. The iron in the fucking knee, bruh. Fighting for free speech to lose your freedom in the process. Crazy, man. Play stupid games, you win stupid fucking prizes. Can't make this shit up, man. Free speech.
Whoop-de-doo.
You did it, man. You did it.
May 7, 2016, this is 6 days before this event. Chud the Builder posts on X, "I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm."
When I look at this message right here, right, this to me looks more like him trying to position himself. He knew that this day was gonna come. I'm sure that every day he was doing this shit, the situations got more and more intense and more people knowing who he was and more people basically, you know, being ready for what he coming with because they already know the bullshit that he been on. I think this message right here that he posted on Twitter was him positioning himself to have an excuse. So him saying, "I will defend my life with lethal force. Do not approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm." This way he could go back and say, well, I posted the warning before, letting people know that I'm armed and don't approach me with intent to threaten bodily harm. So I think he was preparing himself for this day. He knew it was going to get here. And
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Then he posts another response to himself.
yeah, and this was the worst one. Series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys riding when I walk free. Stay tuned. This is why you can't feel sorry for this man. You played the stupid game. You won the stupid ass prize. So now you got to sit there and you got to live with that. Series finale is dead chimp on the pavement and you monkeys riding when I walk free. That right there, you can hear the fucking privilege. You can hear that shit in that tweet. You monkeys rioting when I walk free. And it's so funny to see him now sitting in here begging for money to post bail, begging for them to release his truck because his kid's mom doesn't have any transportation, begging for people to help, begging Aiden Ross for a fight opportunity and he'll fight for free. It's funny to see that message and fast forward to where you at now. What happened to you walking free? Oh, you thought that privilege was gonna fucking work for you. You thought you were just gonna walk away from this shit because you put up your stupid ass post saying that you would defend yourself with your fucking weapon. Well, here the fuck you go, man. How is that working out for you? Doesn't look like it's working at all.
Dalton Etherly is charged with attempted murder.
There you go. Hold that charge. Project Pat say, take the charge.
Her life was hard. Get your knees with and she'll take the charge.
Here go the other part, right? Here's the other piece, right? Alex Rosen, right? Alex Rosen he does these predator catcher things, right? He's basically somebody that's coming to the defense of Chud right now, getting him out. Now, Alex Rosen is a supporter of Chud, and he took the stand at his bond hearing. If you don't remember, he was the guy that was in that chat room. It was kind of like the OVO meeting. They were in Spaces, and they were talking about how they got to get Chud out or help Chud and trying to band together to do this shit. And here go what he did. He went to go speak on his behalf.
Your name for Madam Court.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I think this is all a play to basically attach himself to the conversation. If we being honest, I think he does support him and I think he does think this way, but I think this is also a way for him to attach himself to this shit that's going on right now.
Alex, A-L-E-X, and last name is Rosen, R-O-S-E-N.
Thank you, Mr. Rosen. Pass the witness a couple of stacks of documents.
I think something needs to be on the record.
Yes, sir.
I noticed your t-shirt.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to school there?
No, sir. I travel the country for work, so I just accumulate college t-shirts, but I'm not college educated.
That's my alma mater.
Nice.
He do that on purpose. So he mentioned the t-shirt and he said that's his alma mater. So did you do that on purpose to gain some favor?
Rosen, I passed you a few stacks of documents. Can you tell the court what those are?
Yes, sir. So this document right here would be currently what's in my savings account on my Bank of America banking app. That is who I bank with. And then this right here, if you were to scroll through the pages, would be my Cash App statements that, for the most part, get deposited into this bank account. We have a group we catch online child predators across the country called Predator Poachers, and I'm from Houston, Texas, but we've been to all 50 states. We've helped get arrests pretty close to here, like in Rutherford County and Cheatham County, I think is how you say. So we've been literally all over the place. So we have a website called locals.com where you can post basically the uncensored interactions where you don't have to bleep out choice words or graphic things that the predators might have said to the assumed child. So on Locals, people sign up, they pay a small subscription fee every month, and we have about 17,000 give or take paying members on there right now, paying anywhere from $5 to $10 a month. So obviously over the years that's accumulated, and we've certainly been blessed with the work we've put in. So
when you have this $2,300 deposit from Strike, that's just your membership fees or? Yes, so people sign up throughout the month. So for example, people that have signed up, let's just say on, what's today's date? June 3rd. So if they...
Yeah, so a bunch of bullshit. They basically trying to discuss the finances because he wants to donate to Chud. So obviously they're scrutinizing everything that's going on. They want to know where the money is coming from if anybody's posting anything for him for bail. Now, obviously a lot of this shit got denied. I know he did ask the judge to allow his truck to be released because he said that his kid's mom doesn't have a way for transportation, and I'm not sure if they granted that. Problem with Chud right now is Chud can't make bail because they are freezing assets, right? They're not allowing him to do what people thought that he was going to do, which is raise this money and use that money for him to make bail. What they're doing is they are not allowing certain methods to get him out. So people thinking they're going to GoFundMe or send go, whatever that shit for him to get out, that shit not working.
It's fun to do bad things.
Take off the sweat now, take off the dope, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer bullshit off and what do you have?